Hello, and welcome to this video. This video would be the next video in our Facebook selling series, even though we're not actually selling anything anymore. The video game store is closed, so all the shelves are empty. This shelf's empty, that shelf's empty. There's nothing on here, nothing on these shelves, and same with these ones. So now, anybody who missed out on the video game store, I guess they can't come here anymore, right? We were just a video game store that was open for 7 days. That was it. The video game store that was open for only 1 week. So, now that we got rid of all the video games, now we started to want to go through all of our trading card games. We're going to show you some things too. I guess the last person, this is actually like a few days after the last video. Somebody came here yesterday. They spent, maybe they came here 2 days ago. I don't know. We just didn't want to make any videos. So they spent $320 maybe on those Sega Dreamcast games and the Sega Saturn games. And there was some other random games that they got. So if we add that all together, over the 7 days, I guess it'd be 8 days. That guy stopped over the 8th day, so it'd be like after hours. We sold about $8,000 in 7 days. So we actually got a huge sum of money for all those video games that were taking up all that space before. So that's insane. So I guess if you're watching this video and if you used to have a video game store and you just got a whole bunch of video games that are just sitting in your basement, taking up space, collecting dust, maybe you should try posting your video games on Facebook, because it might just be a lot of extra money that's just sitting there collecting dust, right? So we're going to go through these things too, right? So now we have 10,000 cash to spend. We're actually wondering if we should rent a retail store. So we're looking if we can rent a retail store for $1,000 a month and then get Pokemon cards at wholesale price from a distributor, make a little trading card game store. Then maybe we can just buy and sell sealed Pokemon products, something like that. Because Pokemon's so expensive still. We're looking, even the booster boxes, even the new ones, the prices are insane on them. So we did have a bunch of trading card games to go through, right? All these Pokemon old cards. So I guess this is just a bunch of old cards. And there'd be like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! We didn't really have much. When we had them on the shelves, we were looking at them. And we're like, wow, we don't actually even have that many trading cards left to get rid of. So we could just maybe try to fire sell our trading cards like we did before. Alright, hello, welcome to the trading card game store. So we don't sell video games here anymore, we only sell trading card games, that's it. All we do here is just sell trading card games. Sit here and message people on Facebook, although we haven't posted anything yet. But that's the new plan at the moment. So, we had all of your Pokemon cards. We got more Pokemon cards. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. And we got Magic the Gathering cards. And, yeah, there was some other random trading card games down here, like Dot Hack, Mega Man trading card game. And just a bunch of sleeves and everything, right? So, we already organized most of these before. So everything's pretty much already organized. We don't really have to organize things. Maybe we just have to reprice some things. We had a bunch of pages to store cards in if we needed to. Add a bunch of cards here. A bunch of card sleeves. We had tons of card sleeves here. And then there's random card things. So now we just have to go through and collect all of our trading card games from everywhere. And then just start putting them on the shelves. So besides that, we did find this game. I was going to show you guys, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. We did have it. We did put it in a box yesterday. or it could have been 2 days ago. We were gonna show you, we're like, we found this new crazy game. It's worth 429 complete. I think ours was just missing the manual, so maybe it's worth like $300 or something. It has the case and the game. And look, before, I think over here we're looking, because I remember this game being worth $70. This game was only worth $70 when I had it at my store. Now it's worth like 429. And we can even see that by the graphs. Like 2021, it was around maybe $70. 2021, maybe that's when I closed my video game store. Or maybe it was like 2020 or something. It was one of those 2 years. But back then, this game was worth about $50 to $70. But now it has jumped in price. So that's cool. When you just look at your video games that you had, and then you see the price has only gone up since we closed the store. So we do find some video games like that. Let's just go back here. There's not going to be too much here. All we did was collect up all our video games that we didn't sell, so we could just store them here for now, and then maybe try to sell them in the near future. And then we just had these. So this is just a bunch of random controllers that we have. Like Super Nintendo controllers, and just random boxes of games back here. Yeah, we still did have a whole bunch of video games, so we still have a lot of video games to sell, actually. We do still have a lot of video games, even though we sold all those ones. And over here, we have a bag of cardboard. We're trying to start to get a bunch of cardboard out of the house. And then here, this box actually has games that we didn't even know about. This whole box has video games that we didn't even know that we had, so we didn't even put those out for sale. So here's a new box that we found of games. We didn't even know that we had that one. And there's some like trading card games here. So before we closed our store we did buy a lot of sleeves. We did buy a lot of sleeves, yeah, just because we know that stores mark them up. So if we could buy the sleeves for $2.50 instead of buying them from a store for $5, we bought a whole bunch of sleeves. I think we spent like at least $1,000 just on sleeves. And then over here, this would just be like all the stuff that's left over that's video game related that we didn't sell. Besides all those games downstairs, we have a whole bunch of N64 Rebel packs and expansion packs. And then maybe just random cords, random systems and things. Random controllers here. We still have a bunch of power boxes. So a few more games there. A box of random papers. The Super Scope. Nobody bought the Super Scope. And then here we just have empty game cases and like movie DVDs. Anything that's just like not an actual video game, or if the case is empty. And I guess that's pretty much it, right? Maybe a couple random games in the shelf here, and then another box. So this is pretty much what's left for the big sale. We got rid of most of the games, I would think. The desk is still a mess, right? So this place is still pretty messy, right? If you're just coming in here, you just see all this random stuff everywhere. You'd be like, wow, this place is a mess, absolute disaster. Do you ever clean your room? But actually, we just spent the last 7 days cleaning our room. Really good, actually. We did a really good clean the past 7 days, but you couldn't even tell that we did that. It's like, oh, we might actually need this thing. So for the entire 7 days that we're selling the video games, we had this posted as well. So it's just a security system and an alarm system. It has cameras. You can hook it up to your phone or your PC so you can view the cameras from home if you want. And nobody has bought that. One person messaged us. We said, yeah, we still have it. Then they never got back to us. But I wonder if we actually need this thing. If we end up renting a retail store, we might need these cameras and alarm system just to rent the retail store, just to get the discount prices on trading card games. Alright, so we'll just go over quickly what we plan to do here, right? We have all these cards. We might want to try to sell some of them in lots, except that we're going to be keeping these ones for now, right? We're going to be keeping the old vintage Pokemon for the time being. And we're just going to see if we can get any bulk we have left. We didn't really have too much, because I know before we sold most of our bulk cards. So the only ones that we really had were just cards that we were keeping for ourselves. We didn't want to sell back then. So we don't actually have too much, right? Just a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh!, just a little bit of Magic, just a little bit of Pokemon, a lot of Cardfight Vanguard, because we didn't sell Cardfight Vanguard. Wanted to keep those. And then just some random hockey cards, and then just some other random card games. And then we could maybe start buying sealed Pokemon products. Because we didn't have this thing. We bought this one a long time ago. Except it's not sealed, we did open it. So our plan was, since we sold all those video games, we made this thing, right? So we sold $8,000 in games. That would give you enough startup cash to maybe start your own video game store or your own trading card game store. I think the trading card game store would be easier because you just order stuff from the distributor, that's it. So we're looking at places around here. Actually, if there's a retail store that we could rent for $1,000 a month, and if we could sell enough Pokemon products, the rent would pretty much be free. Because the only reason that we need a retail store to buy and sell card games is so that we could go with a distributor. And we called the old distributor, because at our video game store, we used to work with a distributor to get Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and Yu-Gi-Oh! From wholesale prices from him. So if we actually just get a retail location and give him the lease and everything, get some pictures, we would be able to order trading card games at a discounted price again. And the last place that we had, my last store, it was like $1,500 every month. Plus 500 for utilities and internet and everything, so it would be like $2,000 a month for last place. So hopefully utilities and everything wouldn't be too much because it's a small place. Last time we got a bigger place so that we could have people come there to play trading card games and have tournaments and everything. But that never happened, so I don't think we need a big place. This is going to be a smaller place, obviously. I think the price is a little bit more expensive per square foot. We're not 100% sure, but we'll see when it comes here. So we have two options here. One option would be to open up a trading card game store with the 10,000 cash we have. Or there's some trading card game stores in the local area. So what we could do is see if any of them want to work with me. Maybe they're looking for a partner or something that helps to buy products for the store to help keep it full of everything. So we're going to see, maybe if we go talk to them, maybe we can work with them to make large orders from them and maybe get cheaper prices because we're buying so much from them, right? Because we could spend $1,000 a month to pay rent to a landlord, or we could spend $1,000 per month to work with another store in the local area, and then hopefully that's better, right? Because I'd rather give $1,000 a month to a game store that's here, that's working with me, than just give $1,000 a month to a landlord. So we'll have to see. We're gonna talk to them and see what was going to happen, to see if they can do that. But it could be a chance that all three of them are just like, sorry, no, this is the prices of the product. I know that's what the one place did when we tried to ask them after we closed our store. After we closed our store, went to the other card store that was in town. They were still open. Like, hey, we're the one that just closed our video game store and our card store. Can I buy some things from you from a discounted price if I buy a whole bunch of things? And what they said was, no, it's whatever the price is. We don't give deals to anybody. We're not giving any deals, even though I had a whole bunch of money. And I wonder if the other people are going to be like that too, right? They're going to be like, If you want to buy a case of this, it's going to be $800. That's the price firm. It doesn't matter if you order a whole bunch more. That's the price. I don't care. It could be like that with all three of them, right? Or one of them could be like, hey, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe if you're planning to spend like $2,000 every month, if I add $2,000 to their order every single month, that would definitely help out their business, right? So you have to see. We'd either open up our own store or see if any of the card stores are willing to work with us and maybe do a partnership if we spend $2,000 a month. So we'll see what happens. We'll end this video. We might go to the card stores to go see what they say. And if not, maybe we'll rent a place to get trading card games.